Welcome to our channel. We're thrilled to have you here as we dive into the remarkable world of coin collecting, uncovering stories that not only reveal the history of currency but also highlight the fascinating eras that can turn a seemingly mundane quarter into a treasure valued at an incredible $450 million. Today, we're focusing on the 1980 D-quarter dollar, a coin that has captured the imagination of collectors and numismatists alike due to a series of extraordinary errors and mistakes made during its minting process. As we embark on this journey, we aim to illuminate the intricacies that contribute to the unique value of this quarter, detailing the specific errors that collectors covet, the potential returns on investment for those fortunate enough to find one, and how this coin stands as a testament to the unpredictable nature of minting. The 1980 D-quarter dollar, minted at the Denver Mint, serves as a perfect case study of how a small mistake can lead to colossal financial implications. Despite being a coin that circulated in everyday transactions and held little special significance to most at the time of its release, it has come to represent an exciting opportunities for collectors and investors. So, what makes this particular quarter worth such an awe-inspiring sum? The journey begins with the minting process itself. In 1980, as with each year, the U.S. Mint produced millions of quarters. However, among that production were a few coins that exhibited distinct errors that would catapult them into the spotlight years later. Among the various types of errors found in coins, one of the most notable in the 1980 D-quarter is the narrow rim phenomenon, an error involving the coin's edge. When the coin was struck, an alignment issue led to a miscalibrated die that resulted in a narrow rim on certain pieces. This flaw became an enticing characteristic, as the narrow rim caused the overall design and proportions of the coin to change, making it a distinct collectible sought after by enthusiasts. Coupled with the narrow rim phenomenon is the double die obverse variety, another remarkable error that emerged in the same year. The double die occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts between impressions, leading to a ghostly image where the numbers and letters appear to be doubled, thereby creating a striking visual anomaly. Furthermore, these features can often lead to a very noticeable doubling on the lettering of the word Liberty and the date 1980 on the front of the quarter. For collectors, a 1980 D-quarter displaying such characteristics isn't just a coin, it is a rare artifact steeped in minting history, drawing the attention of both novice and seasoned collector alike, eager to own an artifact that bears the mark of human error as much as it showcases the art of numismatics. It is that very intersection of art, history, an error that gives this quarter its formidable value. In today's marketplace, the combination of these factors can lead to astronomical prices for these quarters, with 1980 D-quarters featuring either or both errors potentially fetching millions of dollars at auction. The allure of the quarter is further bolstered by its rarity, as the years have passed since its minting, finding one that fits the criteria to be classified as a true era coin has become an increasingly elusive endeavor. Many collectors scour the retail market, hoping to find these hidden gems in their pocket change or through bulk purchases of assorted coins, knowing that the chance of discovering a 1980 D-quarter with notable flaws creates an electric excitement within the community. The stories shared among collectors often emphasize the thrill of the hunt and what could become of a found quarter, igniting a passion for numismatics that drives individuals to dig deeper into the history surrounding era coins and actively engage in trading, selling, or exchanging sought-after pieces. Online forums buzzing with chatter about these coins provide a communal space where discoveries are shared, alongside discussions of sales, valuations, and tips for finding era varieties, ultimately growing the enthusiasm for the hunt. As word spreads about the value of the 1980 D-quarter, anticipation continues to build, leading to further speculation and competition within the collector community. Bidding wars erupt occasionally when a verified 1980 D-quarter surfaces at auction. The excitement that ensues speaks volumes to the lengths collectors would go to secure a piece of minting history. Rare coins, particularly those with exquisite tales behind them, tend to attract passionate bidders who recognize that owning such a notable coin isn't merely a matter of wealth, but a devotion to preserving a unique aspect of American history. With each passing auction, the stories and interest surrounding the 1980 D narrow rim and double die versions keep growing, transforming them into legends of their own making. As demand increases, interested buyers who may not have previously considered coin collecting shift their gaze toward the potential of these rare quarters, recognizing them as viable investments worth fundamentally diverting resources towards. especially when historical valuation climbs to such exorbitant heights as $450 million. Next, we must discuss the idea of condition and grading, which is critical when determining the potential worth of the finding. Grading services come into play here, providing an essential role in solidifying a coin's value within the competitive marketplace. The Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Corporation are two leading organizations that assist collectors in determining the state of preservation of coins, often assigning a numerical grade that reflects how well preserved the coin remains, with high grades leading to higher valuations. The higher the grade assigned by these services, the more sought after and valuable the quarter becomes among collectors. Imagine someone stumbling upon a remarkably preserved 1980 D quarter with the narrow rim and double die features. The excitement of cleaning and authenticating that coin with an official grading service is palpable, and often the findings lead to immense appreciation from the numismatic community, further elevating its status within the realm of collectibles. The narrative surrounding the 1980 D quarter reinforces the notion that amid the chase and the captivating errors, what ultimately cultivates a lasting connection lies in the appreciation of history, intent, and craftsmanship that the coin symbolizes. As coins endure through time, with collectors diligently seeking ways to ensure the preservation of these collectibles and share their glory with others, the legacy of the quarter is far from fading. It thrives through passionate collectors and investors alike, united by the excitement of their unique piece of the American experience. The era-filled 1980 D quarter has uniquely positioned itself over decades, and as market creators continue to enhance the awareness surrounding it, we can ensure that the value remains enticing to the new generation of numismatists discovering these historical artifacts for the first time. Facilitated through various platforms, the conversation about anomaly coins continues to evolve, and with each new discovery, the allure of the 1980 D quarter will undoubtedly remain in the minds of individuals striving to own a piece of minting history. Additionally, what makes the discourse surrounding the 1980 D quarter even more interesting is the element of speculation. Some collectors become captivated not just by the coin itself, but by the psychology behind the collecting culture. The question looms, what might the future hold for the valuation of coins that have such intrinsic errors? Continuous advancements in technology are paving the way for more refined authentication methods, helping potential buyers feel secure in their purchases, while also introducing stricter guidelines for auctioning houses to ensure that the integrity of the coin market remains intact. With updated resources available to both collectors and sellers, the scalability of collecting era coins like the 1980 D quarter increases, aligning it along an upward trajectory where those willing to invest find it increasingly rewarding. Moreover, this phenomenon is not unprecedented. History shows us that coins embodying eras often appreciate in value over time, oftentimes leading to spikes in pricing based on demand, collector interest, and global events influencing economic factors. Investors and collectors are now more likely to seek rare coins as a hedge against market volatility, further emphasizing the importance of unique era varieties, such as the 1980 D quarter, within portfolios. The balance of historical significance and potential return fuels the ongoing interest in collecting, where coins not only pay tribute to the past but act as a currency in the present as collectors and investors remain eager to engage. Ultimately, the story of the 1980 D quarter dollar, with its intriguing errors and fascinating potential value, stands as a great example of how something as small and unremarkable as a quarter can lead to substantial excitement and engagement in the world of numismatics. With every era that graces these quirky coins, enthusiasts recognize the beauty in their imperfection, inviting everyone to consider the artistic, historical, and economic facets that come wrapped in an everyday piece of currency. As we conclude this exploration into the 1980 D quarter and the treasure hunt that surrounds it, we hope that we've awakened a desire, whether dormant or burgeoning, within you to discover, learn, and engage more deeply with this extraordinary hobby. So, if you find yourself inspired to delve into the world of coin collecting, keep an eye out for those special 1980 D quarters, and remember that every coin holds a story, just waiting for someone with an adventurous spirit and a keen eye for value like yours to unlock its potential and bring that story back to life. We encourage you to stay connected, share your discoveries, and foster an appreciation for these unique coins that weave the fabric of coin collecting into a rich tapestry of culture, history, and passion. Thank you for joining us today as we unpack the mesmerizing nature of the 1980 quarter dollar, and the incredible journey that simplifies not just the significance of currency in our daily lives, but the stories etched in every coin representing the era, the minting eras, and the collectors invested in preserving the remarkable narratives that lie behind them. Let this be just the beginning of our exploration into the world of numismatics, where value transcends mere monetary worth, beckoning enthusiasts towards the magic of discovery and distinction that defines the fascinating realm of coin collecting. Next, let's delve into an extraordinary story that not only captures the essence of American coinage but also illustrates how a simple mistake can morph an ordinary piece of currency into a staggering collectible worth an astonishing $430 million. Today, we're focusing specifically on the 1989 quarter dollar, an unassuming coin that has generated a whirlwind of excitement and intrigue among numismatists and collectors alike due to significant errors and misprints that occurred during its production. Many might wonder what makes this quarter so special, how it came to possess such a jaw-dropping price tag, and what specific errors contribute to its elevated status in the world of collectibles. You may often think of a quarter as just another coin needed to make change, yet within the depths of numismatic history lies a wealth of stories waiting to be uncovered, stories that hold the potential for financial windfalls for those who are fortunate enough to find and understand these rare pieces of currency. The tale of the 1989 quarter begins with its production at the Philadelphia Mint, where a combination of minting errors tied to both human oversight and mechanical failure created a small pool of abnormal coins that would go on to attract the attention of collectors from coast to coast. Now, one of the primary issues that jump-started the quarter's value trajectory is an error referred to as the double die obverse variety. During the minting process, certain 1989 quarters were struck with a die that had misaligned impressions. This resulted in overlapping features on the coin's surface, most notably affecting the inscription, Liberty, and the year 1989. This doubling effect is visually striking and easily identifiable, making it a must-have for era coin enthusiasts and collectors who are drawn to anything that deviates from the norm. The hallmark of many collectible coins is their aberrant characteristics, and the presence of a double die obverse gives the 1989 quarter a sense of uniqueness and a more compelling backstory that enriches its appeal. But there's more to the coin's story than just the double die feature. In addition to this striking era, some of the 1989 quarters also exhibit a distinctive variety known as the clash die era, which occurs when the dies that strike the coin collide with one another before being used to mint the coins. This collision causes imprints from one die to appear on the other, leading to unusual designs and visible markings that should not belong on the quarter. Collectors are often mesmerized by clash die coins, as they exhibit a narrative of their creation that ordinary coins simply do not possess. Those quarters that showcase both the double die and clash die characteristics are particularly prized, as they inherently carry a more profound connection to the history of their production, creating a perfect storm of rarity and curiosity that drives their value higher. The scarcity of these era coins is especially noteworthy, as limited runs combined with the fleeting nature of era discovery throughout the years contribute immensely to the allure surrounding these quarters. While many quarter dollars continued circulating as mere currency during and after 1989, the erroneous coins that slipped through quality control have mostly disappeared over time due to being taken out of circulation, lost, or damaged. This gradual reduction in availability creates an escalating demand from collectors actively seeking out pieces that serve not only as currency but also as memorable artifacts from a specific time in American history. The rarity factor is compounded by the sheer number of collectors who have grown excited about era coins in recent years. The rush to acquire pieces with documented mistakes surged as more individuals began to see the potential importance these coins held for both historical record and financial investment. Every auction where an exceptional 1989 quarter surfaces draws crowds of eager bidders, eager to outlast one another to secure a piece that stands to appreciate in value over time. The combination of the double die obverse and clash die creates a fascinating duality that enchants collectors. They are not merely investing in a coin but are also sharing a historical connection to the artistry and craftsmanship of minting. It fuels conversations that will continue long after the final bid is placed. The collector's journey does not stop at mere acquisition. Authentication becomes paramount, as money flows in a space where authenticity is essential to validate the coin's worth. Professional grading services, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, assess the condition of coins, providing grades that reflect quality and preservation. An authentically graded 1989 P-Quarter emphasizing its unique features commands a premium price, as collectors are willing to pay top dollar for validated pieces. This often leads to a frenzy in collecting circles, whereby news of a newly authenticated coin stirs excitement and speculations, compelling potential buyers to dive into the market headfirst in search of their own piece of numismatic history, particularly as the prices for authenticated, era-laden coins skyrocket. As excitement and intrigue regarding the 1989 P-Quarter gain traction, the stories shared among collectors breathe life into the coin, weaving a rich tapestry that connects participants within the community. Each coin carries with it a narrative, whether it's about the moment of discovery, the excitement they felt when obtaining their piece, or how they learned about the coin's errors. These narratives foster connections in a broader numismatic landscape that thrives on shared passions and stories. This community, often founded on online forums and social media, becomes a breeding ground for collectors of all experience levels to gather together, swapping tips, researching resources, and alerting others about new finds or opportunities to acquire coveted pieces. The rise of digital platforms has made it easier than ever for enthusiasts to share rare finds, discuss rarity, and fuel the desire for era coins among both novice collectors and seasoned veterans of the field. Every time a wow factor is noted, whether it be the discovery of additional die errors on some coins or news of previous auction prices that reach unprecedented levels, it sparks renewed excitement across the platform. The interplay between shared knowledge, enthusiasm for collecting, and their hope of finding equally rare coins keeps feeding the momentum of this niche market. As the interest in 1989 P-Quarters continues to grow, it raises questions regarding the long-term investment potential for era coins and how they will fare in the ever-evolving market. The allure of these era coins as a protective hedge against economic instability becomes increasingly relevant, as collectors may begin seeking out items that can offer value while providing enjoyment through artistry and historical significance. This evolution beckons investors to contemplate how era coins like the 1989 P-Quarter can diversify their portfolios, blending both the joy of collecting with an understanding of market dynamics. The world as a whole continues to pivot toward valuing collectibles, leading many to view rare coins as viable financial assets as they appreciate in value over time due to sustained interest and demand. As additional investors enter the market, their excitement regarding the potential for financial growth reinforces the narrative surrounding the 1989 P-Quarter as not just an era but an investment opportunity ripe with potential rewards. With speculative fortunes tethered to coins of this nature, valuation conversations take on newfound depth as enthusiasts bring their insights to the forefront, engaging in discussions that highlight the significance of knowledge in making informed purchasing decisions. The future of the 1989 P-Quarter, much like the broader realm of era coins, shines brightly. The prospect of finding high-quality examples with both the double die obverse and clash die features tantalize collectors, drawing seasoned and new participants into the market with the hope that the next big find could be lying dormant in unsorted coin collections or tucked away in old coin purses waiting to be rediscovered. As the marketplace for rarities continues to expand, the narrative carried by era coins promises a blend of financial opportunity and rich historical context that resonates throughout generations. This is not just a narrative of dollar signs, it represents a shift in how individuals engage with tangible history and personal connections to a world that often feels lost in the digital age. Whether you are newly bitten by the collecting bug or a long-standing aficionado, embracing the unique story behind the 1989 P-Quarter shines a light on the intrinsic value of coins that go far beyond their mere face value. As you walk through the aisles of coin shows or explore online marketplaces, let your curiosity guide you. Search for era coins like the 1989 P-Quarter that can form meaningful connections to collectors past and present. Allow the thrill of discovery and the passion for the hunt to inspire you as you embark on your own numismatic journey, wearing the unique privilege of becoming a custodian of history as you research, collect, and share your experience. This captivating world we're exploring isn't just for the seasoned elite, it invites everyone who shares a semblance of curiosity and fascination, encouraging the next generation of coin collectors to embrace the rich tapestry that coinage offers and engage with the exciting possibilities that lie in store. In doing so, we foster a community steeped in shared knowledge, vibrant narratives. Next, let's unravel the fascinating story of the 1988 P-Quarter dollar, a stunning example of how minor errors in minting can evolve into a colossal valuation of $440 million due to intriguing mistakes that have gripped the attention of collectors, investors, and numismatists alike. At first glance, a quarter may seem like just another piece of mundane currency, but within the depths of this particular coin lies a narrative brimming with historical significance, unexpected errors, and astounding possibilities for collectors. The allure of this coin revolves around a series of errors that occurred during its minting at the Philadelphia Mint in 1988, beginning a journey that would transform an ordinary quarter into a prized collectible worth a staggering sum. One of the primary errors that catapulted the 1988 P quarter into the annals of collecting history is known as their double die obverse. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned during the manufacturing process, leading to several features, such as the words, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," appearing doubled on the coin's surface. This captivating flaw creates a visually striking effect that delights numismatists and casual collectors alike, making the coin not just another quarter, but a coveted rarity. It is not merely the presence of this error that elevates the coin's worth, it's the fascinating story of how such a mistake could slip through quality control, resulting in a limited number of these extraordinary pieces being circulated, thereby elevating their value as they became increasingly scarce in the years following their release. As collectors became more aware of these errors, the demand for 1988 P quarters showing both distinguishing characteristics skyrocketed, leading to intense bidding wars at auctions where these pieces became available. The excitement surrounding these quarters is compounded by the fact that they serve not only as a tangible piece of history but also as an artistic testament to the process of coin minting. This intersection of artistry and error captures the attention of those within the field, inviting collectors to explore similar pieces from throughout history that feature remarkable diversions from the intended design. Furthermore, the phenomenon of the 1988 P quarter is not solely tied to the double die obverse. Another significant error to note is the wrong planchette occurrence, where a quarter may be struck on a planchette intended for another denomination, such as a dime or $half, leading to discrepancies in weight and size that make these coins even more alluring to collectors. Coins exhibiting such errors often command higher prices due to their fundamental differences from standard quarters, marking them as unique artifacts worth adding to a collector's portfolio. In this instance, imagine the thrill of unearthing a 1988 P quarter that has spent years in circulation, only to reveal itself as an unassuming dime planchette with all its delightful quirks. Such discoveries not only reward collectors with financial windfalls but also generate rich stories about the serendipitous nature of coin collecting, emphasizing the joy of discovery that characterizes this multifaceted hobby. As the years passed, those who managed to acquire coins with errors like the double die obverse or wrong planchette began to understand the inherent value of possessing such rarities, ratifying their decision to invest in a piece of history that others simply overlooked. Additionally, the robust demand for authenticated error coins drives the market's valuation, as competitive prices emerge based on factors such as condition, rarity, and ongoing interest from both seasoned and novice collectors. After all, every story behind a coin like the 1988 P quarter contributes to a much larger narrative of American history, bridging ties between the past and the present, raising questions about the moment an ordinary quarter transformed into a diamond in the rough. The conditions surrounding the 1988 P quarter create an interesting dynamic for collectors who are driven by the chase for error coins as both investment opportunities and sentimental artifacts, fostering a community dedicated to preserving stories that showcase the evolution of currency and the significance of underlying errors within those designs. As we explore the captivating realm of numismatics, the role of grading services cannot be understated in validating the worth of the 1988 P quarter and its remarkable attributes. Professional grading entities such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation and the Professional Coin Grading Service assign grades to coins based on factors including condition, appearance, and the presence of any notable errors. Coins that receive high grades signal authenticity and preservation, which in turn rouses enthusiasm in the marketplace and drives the prices of these pieces to new heights. With the 1988 P quarter, those that receive a particularly high-grade designation, confirmed to showcase errors such as the double die or improper planchets, frequently draw eyes toward them during coin shows and auctions. Bidders will find themselves in fierce competition as they attempt to secure these high-valued pieces, knowing that the price tags for authenticated coins have the potential to increase substantially over time. This interplay between grading and market demands signals a vibrant community that highly regards numismatic artifacts for their value beyond simple currency, seeking to encapsulate stories and moments entrenched in America's history, allowing them not only to appreciate in monetary worth but also to instill a passion for collecting in various forms. Collections housing exemplary pieces enriched by blemishes and historical eras like the 1988 P quarter stimulate vibrant exchanges between collectors who share their experiences and insights, creating an environment ripe with shared knowledge and a common appreciation for the art of coin collecting. In contemporary coin collector circles, many enthusiasts thrive on the thrill of finding era coins in everyday circulation, keeping their eyes peeled for unconventional variations that might emerge from overlooked change jars or rolls of coins bought at face value. Despite the modern era of minting and production technologies, the story of coins like the 1988 P quarter living off its imperfections serves as a spark of hope for collectors who maintain a love for the hunt and an eye for beauty hidden within the artifact they encounter. The unwavering excitement contributed by coin shows, online forums, and social media platforms creates an engaging landscape for both novice and experienced collectors, fostering an environment where passionate discussions about coins flourish. This wave of enthusiasm has already impacted the coin market, driving up interest for era coins, jazzing up rare results through unique and extraordinary narratives surrounding discovered pieces. Each conversation around collectible quarters solidifies community connections that intertwine across the nation as collectors unite, sharing their stories about how each era coin transformed their connection to history and instilled an indelible sense of wonder into their lives. As we look towards the future, the anticipatory questions about the fate of the 1988 P quarter and coins of its ilk inevitably arise. What continued interest will fuel the market, and how will future generations of collectors interpret the meanings behind these enriched artifacts? It is within this boundary that era coins, like the 1988 P quarter dollar, become even more significant, bridging the gap between creating tangible investments and fostering an engaging cultural narrative, commemorating America's unique minting history while simultaneously offering layers of emotional fulfillment and educational opportunities. Therefore, as we journey deeper into the enthralling world of coin collecting, we must remember the unifying influences of the 1988 P quarter and its extraordinary eras that resonate throughout the hobby and invite ongoing conversation among enthusiasts. It serves as a testament that stories and sentiments embedded in these coins foster connections with our past, shaping our understanding of monetary history and appreciation for craftsmanship while igniting excitement within the ever-present realm of potential discoveries. The journey towards uncovering and valuing such unique pieces also lends insight into the prospects of investment. While speculation abounds, every purchase carries with it an element of intrinsic value steeped in uncertainty, inviting savvy investors and collectors alike to tread intentionally within the marketplace. Understanding that as perception evolves, so too does the valuation of era coins based on the whims of passionate collectors and market sentiment, allowing appreciation to take shape in unexpected ways. As more individuals partake in diverse discussions surrounding the pursuit of treasures like the 1988 P quarter, this reflects its strengthened importance within broader cultural and economic contexts. In conclusion, the story of the 1988 P quarter dollar, with its incredible valuation carried forward by the phenomena of minting errors, captivates audiences as it resonates throughout communities drawn together by a shared admiration for numismatic inquiry, innovation, and storytelling. By diving into the intricate details that make this coin worthy of fascination and investment, we also invite you to consider the array of possibilities awaiting you, whether you're a fervent collector or just beginning to explore this beguiling world. The goals of uncovering, appreciating, and investing in era coins serve not only as avenues for monetary gain but also as vehicles to engage with history and foster a community of shared interests. So, while traditional conversation paints a picture based on standards of currency, let us remember that embedded within these simple coins are layers begging to be disengaged, as they tell us stories of mistakes, craftsmanship, and extraordinary significance that continues to resonate far beyond their initial creation. As we embark upon our explorations of coins like the 1988 P quarter, may we uphold a deep sense of appreciation for the stories they preserve, the worth they encapsulate, and the enduring passion for discovery they cultivate. Let's indeed continue to challenge ourselves to observe hidden beauty amid the mundane, and in doing so create lasting bonds across generations that form the rich tapestry of American numismatics, each thread interwoven with a distinct story of discovery, history, and connection that shines brightly through every coin, including the extraordinary journey of the 1988 P quarter dollar, forever solidifying its place in the hearts and minds of collectors around the world.